Good morning. This is Dr. Cheryl Action Jackson. I love that song. I won't change my life. My life's just fine. And I hope this Saturday morning you had a great week and your life is just as fine as mine is. And I want to encourage you. We had a great week this past week. We were the host of the screening of the new movie from Devon Franklin and Bishop T.D. Jakes and Sony Pictures. It's called Miracles from Heaven. It's actually about a true Burleson family right here in the state of Texas. And they share their miracle and what happened to them and their family. It is so remarkable. So this Saturday morning, after you watch the Cheryl Jackson Show and you get up and do what you need to do, take your family to see this incredible movie. We want to really support them because it's not a lot of times that we get to see great, wholesome family movies. And so I applaud Sony Film. I applaud my dear friend Devon Franklin and Bishop T.D. Jakes for putting together something that the world can enjoy. Miracles from Heaven. Go and watch it. It's in theaters right now. And thank you to all of those who came out for the screening and watched it with us and shared your remarks. I agree with you. It was an incredible movie. And once again, thank you. This is Dr. Cheryl Action Jackson. You keep writing to me. You keep tweeting at me. I'm reading them. I want to respond. I haven't responded to all of them, but I promise you I will get to them. But it makes me so excited to know that we're producing a show that's making you think about how can you make a difference in this world? And for us, it's through Minnie's Food Pantry. And I'm so delighted that my first guest here has been a proud supporter of Minnie's Food Pantry and a sponsor. And she's not just a supporter. I mean, she challenges us when we talk about Minnie's Food Pantry, we talk about healthy eating and giving families healthy food. Well, Jennifer Wilkerson, who is the owner of Curves, she talks to us about a healthy family and a healthy fitness, which is something I need to talk about. So help me welcome to the Cheryl Action Jackson Show, Miss Jennifer Wilkerson. How are you, Jennifer?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. And so you were telling me you and your mom, you've owned Curves for how long now?
15 years.
15 years.
This January.
Where is it located? Where's your?
It used to be right across from y'all.
Right.
Remember? And then you guys moved
exactly.
2 years ago, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
So we're right at Independence and Parker.
Okay. So we're still at Independence and Parker,
yes.
just the opposite way.
Yes.
So they can still get to you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've watched many families go through that parking lot.
Yeah, yeah. And so you've been a supporter of Minnie's Food Pantry, but we want to talk about the initiative that you've been doing for, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years now for Minnie's. Talk about the initiative. What is it called and why is Curves so involved?
Well, it's Feed the Need. That's our campaign. This is our 18th year, our 15th year. Last year, I think we raised $2,700 for Minnie's, almost 300 pounds of food, and the ladies are probably going to do even better this year. I know them. Every year, they are so competitive, and they want to help. You actually have several volunteers that are our members.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes.
I just recall your employees bringing over the food, and what you just said is just how the excitement, you know, if they brought over 20 pounds of food, they'd be like, next week we're going to bring 30,
Yes.
next week we're going to bring 50, and they're so excited to give back. Why Feed the Need? Is it because of the health initiative that you do and being fit? Is that why you think Curves decided to do the hunger?
It's to help the community and to help women. We also offer a discounted service fee where it's $0, okay, if you bring in food.
So talk
it's
about that.
Both.
What is a normal fee? So if they come in, what does the program look like? They come in, they give you the food, and then they don't have to pay?
Yeah. They don't have to pay the service fee of $99.
Is that the initiation, the initial fee?
Yes.
Okay.
And we believe in that. I mean, we believe in that, and it does help our community.
That's huge. And then how much is it per month? Once they come in and bring the food, what does it cost per month to join? Because you've got a phenomenal facility over there.
Yes, 30 minutes with a coach.
Right.
We have everything.
Right.
It's full body workout in only 30 minutes, and it's safe. And we can tailor it to every single fitness level, which I believe is important.
Fantastic.
You know, I've done it for 15 years.
You look great.
And I still love it. I still love it.
Right, right.
You know?
I remember coming into your facility and I was so excited about it, and then I started feeding more hungry people and I haven't come back again. But I'm gonna make that one of my I'm gonna make that one of my personal missions, because I mean, eating healthy is great, but when you take care of your body as well, those two put together, you know, those spell success, right? Right?
Yes.
So wow. So how many people do you have in a class typically when you do it? Is it every 30-minute class?
Oh, no, you just come in and work out whenever you're ready.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Okay.
So you come in, do the circuit for an entire half hour, you stretch at the end, and you're done. You can move on with your day and know you've done everything you needed to do for your body.
Fantastic. And what are your hours of operation there?
They're a little confusing.
Okay, okay. But it's on the website.
Yes, it is on the website. Most
Okay.
important thing to remember is we're closed in the afternoons, just between 1 and 4.
Okay, okay, fantastic. Well, on behalf of Minnie's Food Pantry and our board, we certainly thank you for being a supporter so many years.
Thank
Feed the Need. So for more information, log on to curves.com. But you want to go to the one on Parker. Visit the one in Plano on Parker and Independence. Ask for Jennifer Wilkerson and tell her Cheryl Action Jackson sent you. Join up, sign up. Feed the Need, and then take care of your own body, mind, and spirit. This is Dr. Cheryl Action Jackson. When we come back, we're going to have Lynette Schaffner and a couple other people talking about some good stuff happening in the community. Thank you.
Local TV stations have started running public service announcements that tell people where to find food banks, even as the food banks don't have enough to meet the demand. As we speak, similar scenes are playing out in cities and towns across America.
When I come on back on air, I'm always laughing. It's because of the energy and the love and the laughter that happens in between the commercials. I wish you were here. Maybe you will be here one day to experience it. But Minnie's Food Pantry, we've been doing some incredible initiatives. As you know, we've been April the 1st, we celebrate 8 years. April the 1st of feeding our community healthy meals and having people walk in that red carpet, which there's nothing like it. And today I asked Lynette Schaffner to come on and talk about a new initiative that we partner with. And let me just tell you about dreaming big. When you dream big and you go after it, sometimes it takes a little while, sometimes it takes a long time. For us, for me, I wanted to partner with Albertsons. And it's been about almost 3 years of me knocking on doors, trying to get to Albertsons, the foundation. And it's been a challenge. So what do I want to say to you? Life is a challenge. But you know what? You got to accept every challenge. Keep going. Keep asking. If you know me, I say ASK, ask, seek, and knock. And we've asked, we've seeked, and we've knocked, and finally they responded. So Albertsons Foundation and an organization called Hunger Is, which is like the celebrity component of celebrities using their life to combat hunger and to talk about hunger, they have partnered with Minnie's Food Pantry, and they have an incredible initiative that we're so excited to launch. And Lynette Schaffner is here with me to talk about it. It's called the Minnie's Food Pantry Breakfast Club.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have launched. We launched officially March 3rd.
I'm so excited about this. You know, when I start seeing stuff unfold at Minnie's Food Pantry, you know, like I say all the time, it takes a team effort. And so to see our team putting these programs together and making it happen, but then to partner with these large corporations like the Albertsons, and especially Hunger Is, that foundation, that's amazing. But you're on the ground working and you're putting it together. So tell us a little bit about what the Breakfast Club is.
So what we wanted to accomplish with Albertsons and Hunger Is to see if we could get 100 families in our community.
Pictures?
And yeah, see the photos and see if we could get our children eating breakfast every day of the month. So this program is going to allow us to give food to them that should cover them eating March, April, and May.
Right.
Every single day. If they're not eating, we want to know why they're not eating. If they run out of food, we want to know what day they ran out of food. So we've gotten 2 big, large bags that has like 2 boxes of cereal and Pop-Tarts and eggs and milk and juice and everything that they would need, granola bars for breakfast, just healthy meals and fruits. And so like this grandmother that came in, she was very, very excited because she said she is sending her kids, her grandkids, to school without breakfast. And so when I was speaking to her, I asked her, were they sluggish and were they tired? And she said, I can't barely feed them in the evening. We don't even consider breakfast as a meal that we have to have in the morning. And so I realized as a parent myself, these things that we teach our children, I'm sluggish when I don't have breakfast. But yet I don't have breakfast every morning, and it's not because of an issue, it's just that I don't. So I've been trying myself as we are doing this program to make sure that I take time to eat breakfast in the morning to show my kids that we can be better in our minds and in our bodies when we fuel our bodies the right way. So I think this program is fantastic in that.
You know what I love is that most of the time when people are talking about hunger or whatever the initiative, they don't have a person or something to make the picture. And so for us to be able to actually show faces of the people that we are serving and to show the people who support us, you know, where their donor dollars are going to, that's pretty incredible within itself. But what is the reaction that you're getting from the families that are receiving these meals?
I spoke to a father who came in late just to get food, and when we asked him did he have children, and he said yes, and we wanted to sign him up for the Breakfast Club. he just got tears in his eyes, and he was saying that he has a good job. He works, can't remember the company, but he works night times, 12 hours a day, 5 days a week, just to be able to feed his kids, and he needs the support of Minnie's. And so to be able to add this extra additional food that is going to make sure that his children have breakfast, he kept saying, I want my children to be alert in school. I want them to be able to get a college education. I want them to be able to do good grades. And he was like, and I'll take the time. I'll make sure I'll fill out all the surveys that you're asking us to. I'll come to whatever class. So it was just really important for me personally to see parents taking responsibility over being able to make sure their kids go to school with food in their stomach so they can focus and learn.
Because what we found when we talked to the people, and would you agree with this, is that when we talked to the families, we found that if they had it, most of them would give it.
Yeah.
And for Minnie's Food Pantry, you know, we give food to subsidize. We don't have enough donor dollars that we can say, here's you 30 days worth of food.
Right.
But, you know, we try to give them at least a week to 2 weeks worth of food so that, you know, they'll be able to pay their rent or use that money for something else or pay their electricity. But when a parent is standing before you and saying, if I had breakfast, I would feed my kids breakfast. I mean, doesn't your heart go out to them?
It really does. And even seeing kids come in, I watched 3 kids come in and look through the kind of bag and was going through pulling out Pop-Tarts, and she was saying, no, don't eat that yet. Don't eat that yet. And they had their Camille's bag also. And so we handed them the Camille's bag so they could start eating the goods out of that. But I was just thinking, kids understand when they are hungry just as well as adults do. So to watch this mother, her eyes tear up because she's going to be able to feed her children was just special to me. And if you don't get any other meal, they say breakfast is the one that you should have.
That's so true. And we're giving them to it. It's called the Breakfast Club. It's at Minnie's Food Pantry. And we want to just say thank you again to our corporate sponsors, Hunger Is and Albertsons Foundation. We could not do what we do without you. And then, of course, to you, our donors and our volunteers and our supporters. We salute you and we say that our mission is great, but we're going to conquer it because you're a part of our team. So when we come back, we're going to talk to Cynthia Smoot. We're going to discover what's happening in the city of Dallas like only she can tell us. This is Dr. Cheryl Action Jackson. We'll be back in just a moment.
Local TV stations have started running public service announcements that tell people where to find food banks, even as the food banks don't have enough to meet the demand. As we speak, similar scenes are playing out in cities and towns across America.
You know, when I was doing this show, I wanted to find the proper person that could keep us informed everything Dallas, everything Texas, really, if I wanted to go that far, but especially Dallas. And I didn't have to look very far because every time I looked on my Twitter feed or my Facebook feed or I attended the event, this woman was here, and she is my friend, and I'm so delighted that she's here. Her name is Cynthia Smoot. If you don't follow her, you're going to have to, and she'll tell you how. But Cynthia, good morning and welcome to the show.
I love being here every Saturday, helping your viewers discover Dallas. This city has so much going on.
It does.
Festivals, restaurant openings, fashion shows, you know, philanthropic events.
And you're at almost all of them.
Well, there's never a shortage of material, that's for sure.
That's right, that's right. So what are we going to talk about today? What's happening in Dallas?
You know, people always ask me, you know, you're on TV all the time. Like, how can I get on TV? You know, how could I get on a show? Well, today, people, I have an opportunity. If you're interested in being on a show, the casting director that I worked with for Real Housewives of Dallas is looking for casting a new show. And it doesn't have a working title yet, but it's basically they're looking for, I think you'd be great for this actually.
Really?
They're looking for people who are at a crossroads in their life, a major crossroads.
Wow.
For instance, let's say that you had adopted children and they were interested in finding their birth parents, and you might have a lot of trepidation about what that journey might be.
Right.
Or perhaps your best friend has asked you to be a surrogate for her. So, I mean, it could be any,
that's deep.
It could be any sort of major life
situation.
situation.
You can't do nothing from here. Okay, go ahead.
And so what they will do is, once you are selected for the cast, they will pair you with somebody who has already been on that journey.
Oh, that's cool.
And sort of, you know, walk with you along that path and document what happens.
Oh, that's cool.
So, they're, you know, they're looking for all ages, all ethnicities,
That's pretty
all
awesome.
sorts of life decisions. So if you are interested in being considered for this show, you can go to osocynthia.com. I have a blog post all about it that gives you the email address and the information that they're looking for. And I say good luck to you.
Yes, yes. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm going to have to decide what I want to talk about. I'm always up for a challenge.
You probably know a lot of people that would be great on this show.
That's true. That's true. I had 2 people I was thinking about sitting over there in the chairs right now. So absolutely. What else is happening in Dallas?
Well, a week from today, on Saturday, March 26th, one of our dear friends, Pat Smith, has a show coming out on Oprah's own network. And
That's amazing.
It's going to be called Mrs. and Mr. Smith.
I love it. I love it.
Now, we know Pat very well.
Right.
And, you know, people look, everybody knows Emmitt Smith, right?
Right.
NFL running back legend, Dallas Cowboys Hall of Famer. He was on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Well, can you imagine what?
With the girl named Cheryl.
Yes. So, but can you imagine what it's like to be married to a man like that who casts such a large shadow? And you know, Pat has said she spent many years feeling personally lost because she lived in Emmitt's shadow.
Isn't that unbelievable, though?
It's a good shadow to be in.
Right.
And so this show really celebrates her as a woman. The couple, they have 5 children together. Pat has her own charitable organization called Treasure You, where she supports women who are going through challenges in their life and have, you know, need a second chance.
Right.
And so I think America is going to fall in love with Pat Smith. So Mrs. and Mr. Smith, own network, Saturday, March 26th at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Set your DVRs because it's going to be amazing.
It is. And you know, to see this journey that Pat has went on and no matter what she was going through, how she still celebrates so many other women, it's so appropriate right now for her time to come. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The show will air as a 1-hour special.
Okay.
And depending on ratings, OWN is considering picking it up as a series. So we need as many people as possible watching it, tweeting about it, Instagramming about it.
Tagging.
We need a lot of social buzz because this is a family that you're going to want to follow. Pat and Emmitt Smith together have Pat and Emmitt Smith Charities where they help underserved youth in North Texas.
You know, and they've used supporters of Minnie's Food Pantry.
Yes.
Huge support.
You know, Pat has Treasure You. I mean, this couple does so much for our community.
They do.
And these kids are going to change the world someday. So
I agree. I totally agree.
They're a couple
We celebrate
supporting.
you. We celebrate Pat Smith. Pat Smith is a dear friend, like you said, of both of ours. And so we will be watching and we will be tweeting and we will be Instagramming and we'll be doing anything that it takes to get Pat's story out there because she deserves a woman. She's so beautiful. I wish we would have had a photo to show of Pat because she is so beautiful on the outside. But if you ever get a chance to meet her, it's this right here. It's more beautiful than this right here. And so we love you, Pat. We're going to support you. Mrs. and Mr. Smith. Get back, Emmitt.
That's right.
Running back.
Step
Emmitt,
on
you're going to be running back behind Pat Smith once this takes place. We're so excited about it. So watch Mr. and Mrs. Smith on March the 26th. We'll be watching. Set your DVRs, as Cynthia said. And then coming up, we've got a designer that I've known for quite some time now. His name is Percy Ray. I can't wait for you to meet him. And we got a giveaway, right, Percy? Absolutely. We'll be back in just a moment.
Local TV stations have started running public service announcements that tell people where to find food banks, even as the food banks don't have enough to meet the demand. As we speak, similar scenes are playing out in cities and towns across America.
Oh my gosh, I just love this color. I love all things bright and beautiful. And this design here, this says it all. This is Dr. Cheryl Action Jackson. You've seen me wear the shirts. You've seen a lot of people wearing this gentleman's shirts. And he's actually locally based right here out of Dallas. And his name is Percy. Percy!
What's happening, Cheryl?
How are you?
I'm good.
Man, you were on my show, what, 8 years ago? 5 years ago?
I was too cool back then.
You was real cool back
laid
then.
back.
You still cool, right? How has life been for you? You've been on this journey. You've been doing shirts. Just let's tell a little bit people about Percy. Who is Percy?
Wow, you know, I'm a designer for my actual brand, Played by Percy Ray, but I design for so many others now.
Yeah?
You know, and I manufacture so many people. So it's been a long journey since I've last been here.
Talk about the journey, because when I met you, you were almost just, I guess you were in the trenches trying to feel your way through and getting started. What has life been like, and what would you tell people about wanting to do their own branding?
Do it. Just like Nike, just do it. If you have a goal, you have that little itch inside of you, you have that little light bulb that's on there, you know, go for it.
Right.
Really go for it, because I'm celebrating 5 years now with my actual brand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What was life like in the beginning, Percy? So you get this idea that I want to do some shirts, or I want to have my own brand. But talk about that startup, because I don't know if you're a wealthy man, but are you a wealthy man, or did you have some financial adversaries that might have stopped you if you gave up?
Well, the thing is, when I started the brand, it was something the Lord gave me, because, you know, I battled alcohol addiction. April 18th, I'll be 6 years sober.
Yay.
So, but, you know, there was something that the Lord had gave me. So really the brand funded itself, because I built it through a mock-up.
Okay.
And then so all the funding came from that. And so I'm kind of like a gambler. All the money that came in, I just put it back in.
Wow.
I got it and put it back in. And so it survived for 5 years. I mean, but I sell a lot of merchandise.
And you started off with, I saw, you know, your just normal t-shirts, and the next thing I know, you're doing these type of things, Percy, and I see all of the celebrities. Talk about some of the celebrities now that have joined your company. Who has put this on their shoulders, on their backs?
Well, actually, that variation of shirt, golly, I was on a national cover with
Sherri Shepherd.
Sherri Shepherd, yeah, she's one on a national cover. And
She just hosted the Stellar Awards this past week. So, yeah, what was that like? How did she hear about it? Did you get a phone call and say, hey, Sherri Shepherd's wanting to know about your brand, or how did that work?
Two things happened. I was actually doing the regional conference for the AKAs. I was doing their design and manufacturing, but I got a call from my model friend, Erica Nice, and she said, hey, do you mind doing a shirt for Sherri Shepherd? I'm getting ready to do her for the cover of the magazine. Do you mind? I'm like,
let me think about it.
Yeah, let me think about it. So I almost wrecked out on 35, you know, and I finally pulled over and I called her and kind of had some words with her, like, do I mind? Of course, you know. So,
Right. And then you get the cover, and tell the feeling. Give me some words to describe the feeling and the emotions that you get when you see your shirt on the cover of a magazine with Sherri Shepherd.
I feel like Cheryl Jackson. I have tears just flowing.
That's a good one, Percy. That is a good one.
It's overwhelming. I mean, it is absolutely overwhelming. I'm like, because I'm still 5 years in, but I'm so low on the totem pole. And to see
how do you feel like you're low on the totem pole when I see everybody with your product on? How does it? Are you trying to stay humble? Is that the key, and that's what keeps lifting you up? Because you're not low on the totem pole. You know that.
I'm still not in retail stores now.
Okay.
So I mean, but you know, I'm still low. I'm still low. Yeah, it's humble, but it's just reality though.
Yeah.
Because I have goals and I have bigger things that I want for the brand. It's like this new shirt, you know, something new from the couture look. I partnered with a friend, Gigi, and we're doing some new looks. And so just new things are steady coming. So I will completely be low until I finally get to that level, you know, goals that I want to get to.
So you said something to me. You said, I'm not in a retail store. Is that one of the huge goals for Percy and his brand?
Eventually.
To be in the retail. But what would you say to the person that isn't in a retail store, Percy, but they have a goal, they want to do shirts, they want to do products? Would you say keep going until you get there?
Because I have online presence. I mean,
Right.
my online is incredible.
Talk about that.
So I cut out the buyer though, so I don't have to go through you. I can go straight direct, and so my profit margins are incredible.
Exactly. I feel like I'm on like one of those Shark Tanks and Apprentice type of things where you're going to tell me, you know, how you can make money and I want to invest in it. Talk about the online. So if you don't have a store and you have a product, would you encourage somebody to just go online and send people, use social media?
Yes, because one of the things that I do for all of my clients, just like the shirt that we're going to be doing for Action.
Yes, I can't
Because
wait.
once it's designed, we can mock it up and we can test it in the social market arena, because it's going to look like the shirt, it's going to be on the garment that it's going to be on. We know the cost, we know what it's going to retail for, we know what it's going to wholesale for. So let's test it in the market. Let's see if the market wants it. Let's push it. Let's push enter on it a few times, see what happens with it.
You and I talked. I think I took a photo. It was a yellow shirt.
Yes, that yellow shirt has so much coverage. Oh my Lord, you had that shirt on with the Mavericks. You had that shirt on the Observer. Everywhere that I think that you went around, the Epitome Awards.
Right.
It's like, I don't even do that shirt anymore, but every time I push it, especially like your birthday, I send a shout out to you, that shirt goes back into recirculation. It's like, Percy, I need that shirt that Cheryl has on. So I think I owe you a check, Cheryl.
Okay. I don't want to check. I just want more shirts. That's all I want,
Done.
Percy. You do such a phenomenal job. I'm sitting up here holding it, and I'm trying to watch myself because the shirt, the quality, you know, a lot of people, that's one thing. Let's talk about that, too. A lot of people have ambitions, then they come out and their quality is not that good, and they're looking at you cray-cray because you're not buying their product, and you want to say, because it's not good. But this shirt feels like I could sleep on this with my pillow. I mean, it feels so good. Talk about quality when you're branding something.
Yes, you know, it took me a while at first. 'Cause my shirts at first were kind of cardboardy.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of time I went to conventions and I learned and I researched and I researched and I researched. I had some people that gave me some insight, but a lot of it was like, learn, you know, look and learn. And so trial and error got me there. But, you know, realistically, I tell people, if you don't actually wear it in your closet now, why put something out that's not resembling something that you currently wear for your own self?
Oh, that's real good. That's real good. So what are the products that you do? I know you do the T-shirts. What else do you offer?
Well, you know, I do graphic design work,
Right.
and I'm really focused on branding
Okay.
For different people, you know, but, you know, I try to be a one-stop shop.
Okay.
Because when I design for you, I want to be able to take you from one level and move you all the way to all of your goals and get you to that finish line.
You talked about branding. I've seen a lot of your emails come through. So you do email marketing and all that social media marketing. How many people you have on your email? It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Why you pause? You don't want to tell me?
Well, the thing is, a lot of times I take people in different levels because a lot of times they're not ready to get to that big level. So
Right.
let's move at the pace that their
That's
brand
good.
is at yet. So
That's
sometimes,
good.
so a lot of times let's try your own social media. Let's see what your own fans are doing.
That's good. That's smart, right? Because you can say you have 30,000 followers, but if you put a shirt out there and you sell one shirt, somebody ain't following you.
Right.
I'm just saying, somebody ain't doing something. So they got to take action. My name is Cheryl Action Jackson. My shirt's gonna say action, and I'm gonna expect some people to get some
Right,
action
right.
shirts, right? And I'm liking this couture. Tell me about this. Is this gonna be a line that you bring out soon, or
Yes,
what?
this is a Prey Chic-y.
Yeah.
Can I turn around and show the
Chic-y.
back
Come
too?
on, show it. But come on, model. We could have had models here today. What you talking about? Oh, Percy, I didn't see the back. I need that with the A for action.
Yeah,
right?
this is a collaboration with Gigi. He's with G3 Concepts, and we're
Okay.
doing a collaboration. This is more of my couture look.
Okay.
So they're going to be jackets, and actually this shirt is going to double as a ladies' dress too.
Oh, now I do that all day long. Let me
With the-
sport that one. Let me
They're
sport
coming.
that one for real.
They're
They coming? He's
yeah.
coming. He's
So I'm introducing men's vest and some really nice jackets.
this year, or you got this in the fall, or when do you
No,
think
they're coming.
It's coming
Yeah,
now,
the
huh?
shoot is done. I'm actually redeveloping the website now. So when you go to the site in about a month and a half, everything's going to be ready.
Tell me about the site.
www.praybypercyray.com.
Wow, Percy, it's been an honor. You know, like I said, 5 years ago you came on the show, and I was amazed at what you're doing now. But I'm even more in awe of where you've taken that brand to, and it's just been consistent. That's all I can see is just being consistent, staying true to the game, and then offering amazing service. Wouldn't you say that's what the key is?
Yes, consistency.
Yeah, yeah. So are you excited about what the future looks like for you, Percy?
Yes, I'm still overwhelmed. I have a friend of mine, she does some side projects for me. She said, I've never seen one person so excited about the same thing over and over and over and over. And I said, if I lose that passion, it's time for me to get out.
Right, right. Earlier, when I first started my show, they actually brought up one of the first graphics, and it was the one that you had did for me
Right.
when I first started the show. I will never forget it. When I told you I was starting the show, I didn't have a huge budget, and you was just like, come meet me. I'll take care of it. And
Right.
so that right there, that's what friendship is about, and I'm so delighted to call you my friend. Thank you for coming on the show,
There go
Cheryl.
my allergies.
There you
Cheryl Action
go.
Jackson app.
There you go, Cheryl Action Jackson app. And I'm going to be sporting this shirt. You'll see it on Facebook, but you can go to Percy Ray, PercyBryant.com. What's the website?
Pray.PercyRay.com.
Pray.PercyRay.com. You can go there and get this shirt, but for right now, this is mine. We're going to be giving out a shirt. What's the key word? Action? The key word is action. When we show this show, with the first people that say action, you're going to get a shirt from Percy Ray. Thank you for joining the Cheryl Action Jackson Show.